Hi guys, so I've got a recipe for you today. I haven't done one for a while. This one is Singapore noodles with bean sprouts, off the Slimming World online website rather. It's got 2 syns per serving, and I'll just quickly run through the ingredients with you. So you're going to need some of the dried either rice or egg noodles. Because this is only for me, this recipe actually serves 4, but obviously because this is only for me, I'm going to be making the recipe a lot smaller. But you're going to need 150 grams of these. That in there is about 50, so it's about 3 of the egg rice noodle nests. And you need to put these to soak in some cold water for about 15 minutes beforehand and then drain them off. So that's why they're in the bowl at the moment. You're going to need some cashew nuts, unsalted cashew nuts, chopped up, about a level tablespoon of those. Need some salt and pepper. Soy sauce, 1 tablespoon, lemon juice, 2 tablespoons, some sweet and sour sauce, a level tablespoon of that, some raisins, how much raisins you want, a level tablespoon of raisins, 2 spring onions, and some bean sprouts, about 110 grams, which I think is about a third of that packet. Okay, so that's your ingredients, and I'm going to show you how to make it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, well, the first thing I've done is I've actually put a chicken breast on to cook, because last time I made this I thought it was a little bit bland on its own, only because I'm a meat girl. I've always been a meat girl, not big on recipes without meat, to be honest. There's only one vegetarian recipe I really enjoy, so I've put a chicken breast in there, which I'm just going to either put on the top as a whole chicken breast, or I'll chop it up and mix it in. So I'm going to show you how to make the actual Singapore noodles themselves. You don't have to do it with meat or anything. That you can. This dish is just to be made on its own. So what we're going to do is, I am reading this recipe while I'm doing it, by the way. I have made it before, but only once. So we'll put 2 tablespoons of water into the wok, and we're just going to heat it up. Okay, so that's hot. So I'm just going to drain off these noodles. They've been soaking for about 15 minutes. I'm just going to add them into the wok. For about 10 seconds, and then we're going to add the soy sauce and the lemon juice. So it's a tablespoon of soy sauce. Again, remember I'm only doing part of this recipe, that's fine if it doesn't look as much. And 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. It wasn't bland, it had a nice flavour, but to me it needed the beat. Okay, and then you're also going to add your cashew nuts, which I've chopped up badly. So that's a tablespoon of cashew nuts and a tablespoon of raisins. sour sauce. So again, a little tablespoon of sweet and sour sauce. Spring onions. And finally, your bean sprouts. Yeah. And then just quickly mix everything together. I'm just going to add a drop of water just because it's sticking into the bottom of the pan. And that's probably because there's not as much liquid in mine as there is in the usual recipe that will like stick into the bottom of the pan a little bit, but obviously water's not going to make much difference to the taste or anything, so. And then just season it with a little bit of salt and a little bit of black pepper. There we go. Mix through. Just in time for my chicken breast, and I'll just show you what it looks like served up. And there we have our finished dish, Singapore noodles with bean sprouts, and I've served mine with a chicken breast on top. Now because there's only the bean sprouts and spring onions that are super free, you might want to add some extra veg if you feel like it. But obviously there are quite a few bean sprouts in there, so there you go. That is your Singapore noodles.